Welcome, everyone. Welcome. This is your goddess, high priestess, empress Ambala Pantera. Welcome, new subscribers and returning subscribers. Let's go ahead and get into our messages, shall we? Before getting to our messages, let's go ahead and call in the higher consciousness that is within us, but is also without us because it is within us. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the seven universes, the 144 sectors of each universe, the 144,000 galaxies of each sector, the 144 million constellations of each galaxy, the 12 solar systems of each constellations, the 12 planets of each solar system, infinite creator of all. Thank you for allowing me to relay these messages to the collective. Ashe. We're going to go ahead and get into the message, starting with the Starseed Oracle. Okay. See what the message is for the collective. Welcome all. Appreciate you for liking the video upon entering. Yes. Welcome, love. Let's go ahead and see what the messages are for the collective. Grab your tea, grab your water, grab your pencil, grab your notepad, or lay down and just chill. Meditate through these messages. Ashe. To all the gods and goddesses. Ashe. At the bottom of the deck in the foundation of this message, greetings there. We have jump in. Jump into the all-seeing eye. Jump into the vision. It says here, Andromedan energy, adventure. Say yes to change. Let's get a little bit more about this because I feel that there's something in this message here, but I want to get a little bit more about that for y'all here. Let me just take a look. But it's definitely jumping into the pineal gland, the all-seeing eye, the vision that is connected to higher consciousness, mind, and awareness. But let's see what it says here. Jump in. Andromeda is a spiral galaxy, the closest galaxy to the Milky Way. It's believed that the Andromedan star seeds are a group of beings who love their freedom. Very adaptable, they have a strong willingness and ability to change and go with the flow, to find calm in the chaos, to swim with the tides. This card is here to encourage you to do the same. Perhaps you have a significant goal or opportunity ahead of you. If so, you're being guided to jump in. Don't wait for permission. Don't stall until you feel ready. Take a deep breath and take a deep breath, a good old run up, and jump right on in. Life bends for the courageous, and courageous is what you're being called to be. You are already facing the right direction. The only thing left to do is to leap. You'll figure out the details as you go along. Things may not always be smooth sailing. Life on earth really is. However, it's the rougher seas that teach us how to sail with glory. And once you know that, you can navigate any sea, ocean, or storm. The Andromedans, the Andromedans want you to fall in love with surfing the waves of life, to seek more adventures, to embrace your own adaptability, and find a way to be calm in the chaos. You didn't come to Earth to be passive. You came to Earth to truly live. Now, take a good run up and leap. The inquiry for this message at this time: how can you be more adventurous, and how are you being called to jump right on in and leap? Let's see here what the message is for the collective. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. At the bottom of the deck, we have the star ancestors, which would be letting God in, letting that higher consciousness, that mindful awareness to enter you, which is already a part of you, but it wants you to now recognize that you are a part of it. Okay. If anything, if anybody needs any messages, email me and we can go about it that way. Move forward. The star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. All right. So loosen your grip when it comes to coping mechanisms and the density that is around you that could be causing certain types of addictions, or in terms of that, it's more so wanting to cleanse the body so that way you can let this higher frequency in as well. Okay. So when it comes to the star ancestors as the foundation of this message, there are hidden secrets that is connected to a lost wisdom that it's within you, but you must look a little deeper. Under this, we have child of the cosmos, which is a message that constantly comes out. So the intelligence of the universe lies within you. As I said before, let the God that is already within you to be a part of you. Ashe. Let's grab one more message here. Welcome on in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe upon entering. Appreciate the love. We have karmic relationships. So some of you may have to loosen the grip from karmic relationships, however that may be. If this is a karmic relationship where you are with someone and they're surrounded by others, it's time to loosen the grip. We have the Orion energy, 3 points of the stars. Mintaka is also pulling up here. Soul growth and conflict, polarity. So when it comes to karmic relationships, it really does seem like this energy would be similar to you, but at the same time, it's coming from a different realm. But you're meeting each other to complete a cycle in order for you to let go of the fear and move further into liberation. Okay, so we have here loosen your grip so that way you can let the God in, which is the wisdom or the lost wisdom that comes forth because of this karmic situation or karmic relationships, whether it be romance, family, career, or what you may consider friends. I like to see that more as a soul tribe. So furthermore, again, we do have Child of the Cosmos at the bottom of the deck, and your life is a canvas. You are the artist, you are the manifester, and you are accountable for whatever it is that you are creating. Holding yourself accountable for the process as you are creating, as the process may have you encountering karmic relationships that will allow your soul to grow. All right, so let's move on. We have here let's grab some of the angels and ancestors and moon cards to see which ones come out with this. Would you look at that? It's just started snowing. Huh. Here we go. We have the heart guardian coming on out here. We have the heart guardian, the high priestess. The heart guardian is saying, love and let yourself be loved. Harness mystic power. New moon, a new start is coming. New moon in Libra, new romantic cycle begins. So whatever this karmic relationship is actually bringing in the higher levels of commitment once this cycle is complete. Then we have here the oracle's message saying, wait for important information. And that important information can come to you as far as a resolution to a matter at the time of this full moon in Cancer, but we are currently in that energy, approaching that energy, which will be tomorrow. So the full moon will be in Cancer and it will be at a full moon state when it's at 27 degrees. Okay. So let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see what the message is for the collective as far as the angels and ancestors and the collective subconscious, which is the moon. Let's go ahead and get your messages, y'all. Let's see. Ooh, what is the message here for the collective? We have protection guardian. Drop your shields. Okay. So some of you are definitely being protected by your guardians, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your cosmic ancestors. You know, it's the universe, the galaxies, families that you have from these other planets are asking you to drop your shields. Some of you may be connected to Orion's energy. Okay. There's something here that's allowing your soul to grow, but you must drop your shields. Let me get a sip of this tea. Hold on. And we also have loosen your grip, indicating the dropping of the shields again. Because in doing so, you allow yourself to have an upgrade based on the information that you've been receiving already, the downloads and the uploads here that you have been receiving. Welcome, Sean. Thank you so much for your donation, beloved. Wanted to give you a shout out when I did see you. So thank you again for your donation, Shell. Appreciate your love. We have here protection guardian, drop your shields. What else do we have for the collective? Okay. Conclusions are within reach. That's the full moon in Cancer we have coming up. And we do have a few, eclipses, 4 of them throughout the year. And we have here the message of you are good enough. So in order for you to see and have this growth within your soul, a connection to your soul, you must first see that you are good enough, which is basically you rising up from a space where you may have felt like, you weren't worthy. No. That's not a thing over here. You are worthy. You are more than worthy. Okay. So you are more than good enough. But you must come into this space of gratitude for where you have been. This is where you're analyzing your thoughts and analyzing the ways that you have purified yourself, being, more loving with yourself when it comes to certain habits that you may have had that connected you to certain positions in work or a service that you provided, or connecting further with your dreams or whatever it is that you truly want to do here. Okay, let's see what else we got for y'all. Okay, yep. Shed old skin, trust and thrive. Definitely having a kundalini awakening. So the fire that's at the base of your spine is wanting to rise up to the crown here, which is basically what's going to happen for most, especially if you're tapped in, tuned in. When this full moon in Cancer, you probably would be feeling that energy now, that everything that has been rooted and grounded. So yes, it had to first be rooted and grounded so that way it can rise up to the crown chakra, as we know that the universe is mental. And this is the what the age of Aquarius is all about, is about mindfulness and awareness, the mind and awareness and higher consciousness, and leaving the space, or leaving the age of Pisces, of fluidity of consciousness. So the fluidity of consciousness is basically you in a space where it's only what you know, based on what you see with your two eyes. And moving beyond that means that you're tapping into your faith and trusting in the unknown, which is all about the age of Aquarius, is pulling whatever's in the subconscious to the conscious mind, being aware of whatever has been subconsciously, you know, been stirring up within you. And now it's visible, now it's noticeable, now it's part of your awareness. So trust and thrive, shadowed skin. Let me pull one more here and harness the mystic powers, the high priestess. Harness your mystic powers. The high priestess is all about fulfillment, ideas, love, creative impulses, the intellect, being nurturing as well. Okay. Sharing beauty, compassion, the arts, being more in tune with nature, your own creation, your joy, abundance. All right. So definitely before stepping into that energy, it's also about your psychic abilities, your intuition, Your response to feminine forces, as far as your serenity is concerned, is serenity is all about dropping your shields. Something is on its way to you here, collective, that comes with great potential, a truth that's going to allow you to evolve when it comes to your knowledge and wisdom. So I'm definitely seeing the breakdown of psychological blocks that may have prevented you from this evolutionary growth in the past. See and beyond, okay, with the black cat here. And then we have the hermit, retreat and recharge to harness your mystic powers. So some of you may have been working so much. The hermit's also connected to Virgo. I don't know if any of you were feeling tired today as well, more than any other time. That's basically, I feel like your body is just at this space where it is retreating and recharging, might as well. So that way you can hold a space. Now, the druid is connected to the high priestess energy as well, where we're talking about feminine forces, magic, wisdom. Okay. Let's see what's under here. Holding the space for being the light. Ashe. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Some of you may feel like you're on this journey on your own. That's how this journey is designed. Your spiritual journey is your own. Okay. Let's see what this is. Mirror guardian. Take time to reflect on. What do you want the collective to take time to reflect on? Take time to reflect so you can unleash the wild within. And that is the full moon. It's a wolf full moon, collective. See your seeds grow if you allow yourself to unleash the wild within, unleash your natural tendencies, the tendencies that are connected to nature. Okay, remember, you are the conductor between the sun and Kai, which is this planet. Ashe. Let's get one more. Unleash the wild within. And what else for the collective? We have here the stargazer. Set your sights higher. Ashe. Ooh, baby. Set your sights higher. You see? Absolutely. That's what the past is all about. It's a space where you go to reflect. You know, you can look at it as the following. When you're looking in the mirror, you don't stay there because you may have other things to do. Not may have other things to do, but your life is not entirely just looking in the physical mirror as you're, you know, dressing yourself or whatever it is that you may be doing. When it comes to the higher consciousness or that mirror that's in the sky, that mirror is always there. That's a mirror that you don't have to look at, that you can just feel. And this is what this age of Aquarius is also about, where you're pulling up that energy and connecting more to that, which can be an uncomfortable process as you get started with that. But as you continue to tap in and you continue to follow the signs and the symbols, whether if it's, you know, the numbers that you constantly see, whether if it's a logo on a truck, everything is a message. And I truly feel that one can really start to rise up from being stuck in the past by allowing themselves to see life and the magic that it contains, that nothing in this life or nothing that you see is a coincidence. Okay. So definitely one of those things that, you know, you can definitely look at is seeing life beyond, because that's what it is. It's so much to it, and it's always given. Life is always given. The universe is always given. But we do have the will to either receive or ignore. And one of the things I always say is that ignorance is not bliss. And that's one of the things that you would constantly hear, you know, from whoever. Or, you know, there were times where I would say it myself until I really sat there and really analyzed what was being said. I asked myself, where is the bliss in being ignorant, and where is the benefit in the doubt? You see, there's no benefit in doubting, and there's no bliss in ignorance. You know what I mean? So let me see what else she's saying. Does being vulnerable mean going back to the past? That's part of it. It's part of it. But vulnerability and being sensitive, those are all superpowers. You can't connect to that high priestess energy without the sensitivity. But the hypersensitivity creates the doubt. You know what I mean? Paying off this karmic debt has opened up so many doors. It has allowed me to tap into self in a different way. Yeah, for sure. Because when you're really observing those karmic situations, it's it's like interstellar. You're seeing yourself from the outside, but it's happening. You're seeing yourself from within, but it's happening outside of you, and it's happening through someone that's connected to you. And this is why these emotions start to pull up. You know what I mean? But let's see what else we got here for y'all. What else do we have for the collective source? Ashe. Enjoy success and happiness along with, look at that, Mother Earth coming through. That's what's arriving. Feel loved and comforted. And that's the second time this message is coming out for this reading here. Now, the triple goddess is connected to the mother, the maiden, and the crone. The crone we would look at more like the moon's energy, the mother too, and the maiden would be more so the Venus energy. Now, Venus energy is where you would do for others and based on what others want. Mars energy is where you're doing what you want. So when we're speaking of that balance between the feminine and the masculine, it's really good to look at your Venus energy and your Mars energy and seeing what aspects, are included in that and which areas of your life that may have a stronger effect as far as the house is concerned. You know what I mean? So it's so much that happens in natal charts that you can see, and it can really guide you along this journey of really tying in the south node, your habits, into what your purpose is, the north node. But like I said, you're more than welcome to email me for your readings as well, so we can really, really, really get into that. Feel me? Peace, goddess. We have here show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Okay. So that's another thing about going back to the past. You're going to find situations where this wasn't happening. You wasn't showing the world the real you. And you were doing things more so from an aspect to please others so that way you wouldn't lose out on an opportunity. You're not going to lose out on an opportunity. If anything, everything has its purpose. You know what I mean? So definitely really looking to see the way your Venus is set up. Like if you have Venus in conjunct to Pluto, that's an energy where you would really, encounter situations where you're going to be extremely attractive to others, even if you're not doing things to attract them. But this is also that energy where it can cause a fatal attraction, not to the point of death, but it can cause an attraction that leads you to being hurt, and always constantly doing things, knowing good and well you want more. But that's also something that intrigues that aspect. There's so much that happens with these planets, and knowing, the way that you embody this energy really does help in terms of moving past, you know, those moments when you're reflecting on the past so that way you can come back to the here and now, you know. But let's see what else we got. Let me take these up. We're gonna put these to the side. Let's see what other oracle messages we get here for y'all. Welcome everyone. Appreciate you for liking and loving the video. Okay. Just saw mending and chaos and conflict. There's nothing wrong with chaos. It's just when it's being ignored as to the power that it has, is that chaos that allows you to shift things, because the chaos is connected to the soul. That's the melanin within you. Energy is fluid. I'm telling you, when you start to rise up in that frequency, the universe will always match that. Like I said, the universe always gives you what you can handle. But this is why it's important to know what it is that you can handle, so that way when it comes to you, if it's not something that you want, you know how to shift it by changing your frequency, which is where meditation comes in as well. What is the message here for the collective? Okay. We got peace coming out, number 23, Ashe. We have a truce happening, agreeing to disagree. That's allowing you to bring peace into your life, so that way you can see the potential in this creation. Ooh, that didn't pop out, but it sure did pop. I just saw the timer. It was on 26:23. And then we have, whoa, literally 26 and 23. Peace and happy, happy. Come through, source. Tell us about this message. What is this? Look at this growth of potential. It just got bigger. You bring peace into the situation. You connect to your heart space and you connect that to the mind's eye. Hmm. The mind's eye allows you to connect the life that you have and the death process that you've gone through, merging the two so you can really see the power that you truly have. That's what the power of now is. The power of now is the past, present, and the future. It's that eagle's eye, seeing the picture and also seeing what's right in front of you. But look at this creed. Look at this growth that's happening already. This is y'all energy collective. This is the message that's coming out, because this is whatever frequency that you're on right now, this is the energy that's pulling through. So here's another thing that I will say, that if you're watching these videos, as you're watching these videos, know that this is your energy that I'm pulling. You feel me? So there's a lot that's happening when it comes to the crown chakra and the heart chakra. There's an agreement now, because that's what Aquarius is. It's the mind and the heart, or the spiritual and the practical. You put those two together, now we're really vibrating from this frequency of the mind, where the universe is mental. See, this is why in the age of Pisces, there was so many things that were happening during that time, because the part of mentalism was so hidden. This is why when reading these religious texts, you have to look at it from a metaphysical aspect or an esoteric aspect. You know what I mean? Ah, Shay. Just got done meditating. Beautiful. And this is also meditation right now, what you're doing. You feel me? Because I look at this as prayer, because this is communication. We are connecting to source through the highest frequency of the spirit we're connected to receive these messages. And here we got new life. Ashe. Whew. Come through, y'all. Come through. Y'all giving this energy with this caring connection vibes. This is amazing, y'all. This is amazing. You have peace, happy, happy, and a new life. I don't care what was going on before this. Be here right now. Be here right now. You can shift the frequency as to what it is and whatever you're experiencing right in this very moment. Reflect on the past, but reflect on it and bring that ass right back here. You feel me? So let's see what's at the top. Why? Because you've been poised. You've been allowing this uncomfortable situation. The poise is also connected to the hanged man. This is also one of the first key words when it comes to Mercury and Aquarius retrograde. This Mercury Aquarius, Where Mercury is right now, currently retrograding in the sign of Aquarius, 10 degrees, is all about you moving in a way that only source can move you through these aspects or through these circumstances. You can find yourself, you're definitely in that hermit mode where you're really calm. And normally in situations like this, possibly going back to 8 years ago, because the last time Venus in Capricorn was retrograde, and the same way now was 8 years ago. So we're looking at December 2013, January 2014. You may not be in that same situation, but there's definitely something within your body, within your frequency, that's bringing it back to that, along with Mercury retrograde, which Mercury is all about your IQ, your intelligence, the way you're going to communicate this with source to get this shit moving and shifted. You know what I mean? So staying poised and really connecting to why this is happening. Why is it happening? Because it's time for you to have more peace and happiness in this new life that's coming in for you right now. There go Archangel Michael. There go that action. Okay? That action is bringing you to the door to romance. Is bringing you to the door to romance, and you got caring connections, because that's what this Venus retrograde is also doing. It's really stepping you into higher levels of commitment. There we got that beat too. Let's take this up. Let me get some tarot messages here. I want to see what's being pulled through here for y'all. Let's see. What is the message for the collective? Welcome, goddesses. Welcome, y'all. It's a blessing to see you all here. It's a blessing to see you all here. Bringing in the balance after emotional loss. This is also connected to Mars and Scorpio. And Mars is always is connected to your sexual drive, individuality, your passion. And Scorpio connecting that to Pluto is allowing yourself to, have these breakdowns of these psychological blocks, so that way you can have this evolutionary growth and really step into your Phoenix energy and really tap into the higher octave of Mars. Now, when you connect to the higher octave of Mars, this is where you start shifting the energy of your divine masculine, because you're shifting it within you first. So if you're shifting that within you and things are moving the way, you're going to have to let that go, because you're moving in a different direction. If you choose to hold on to that, you're going to hold yourself back. Granted, do what you do. Have discernment when it comes to your life. It's your life. These are just the messages that are coming through. Movement, choices, and decisions is after that, with emotional loss, bringing in the balance. Let's see what we got, though. What is the message here for the collective source? Passion ignited, which is basically the Ace of Wands, which is excitement, ambition, personal growth, healing, being awakened, starting anew. And this is also connected to March 22nd to the 27th. I'm only mentioning dates because that's just where we at. But we also know that time is an illusion. You use those dates to really get yourself to really go along those wavelengths. You know what I mean? It was just 33 on the time. This is also connected to Aries energy, going back to that Mars aspect. Okay. So being more independent in relationships, like really being able to follow your gut, the romance that you want, where you can be free and you don't have to feel like you have to close yourself in because of an insecurity of a partner or partners, in terms of like co-workers, you know. So you're with your passion being ignited and you really having this change from your heart space that's creating this halo around you. It's allowing you to connect to your solar power, your gut, your solar plexus. The sun is also talking about your consciousness, your willpower, vitality, the masculine energy, your psychic and physical energy, while the moon talks about your psychic and spiritual energy. The sun will be talking about your psychic and physical. So it's basically like we were talking about before, bringing that subconscious to light, bringing that subconscious to your awareness. So this means when you're in meditation, or when you When you're asleep and you're having what we call dreams, those are actually visions. When you're asleep and you're meditating, that's the real world. The spiritual world is the real world. This world that we live in today is an illusion because it doesn't fully connect you to all that is. You connect to all that is when you have these moments of stillness, because that's where you can really find that your passion ignites. Notice that when you about to turn on a candle, you're not moving around turning on a candle. You're still and you're turning on, you're sparking this match and you're connecting it to the wick so that way there's a lot of stillness that happens in magic or creation. You know what I mean? Also, sentiment is as well when it comes to the solar plexus. We have victory and success and temptation. Now I'm seeing this victory and success and temptation 615. We're looking at the 10 of swords or sun or Mercury and Gemini. Now, what that's telling me right now is that there's victory and success when it comes to whatever was restricting you from really tapping into the way you want things and how you want to see it and not doing it in the way that others feel like you should. And you doing that because you don't want to miss out on an opportunity. Now you're seeing that once you connect to your own creativity, you start to realize that you are the one that's going to create this newness in your life, where you're going to bring more peace and happiness. And here we have manifestations being expedited, at least it'll seem that way. Because that's the power that we all have. The more we get to know who we are and really analyzing ourselves and analyzing where we have come from, whether it started from your childhood, friendships in school, however, everything has a purpose. And the beauty about these dream states, it'll show you certain aspects about your life where you yourself have to be able to interpret that or go to someone like myself to get that interpretation. Because one of the things that I love doing with my readings is really we have conversations. It's literally a conversations between you and I and source and what your spirit guides want to tell you. You know what I mean? So listen, nothing's gonna stop you from this victory and success from what I'm seeing right here. The moment you turn on this flame within you, nothing is going to get in your way. Not even you will be able to get in your way. That's what the North Node in Taurus and South Node in Scorpio is about. You know what I mean? Thank you, Fatima. Love you more, bro. We have accelerated motion. Ashe. Look at all this fire energy. I'm telling you. You got the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands. The Six of Wands is basically it's like the light of fame that you got going on here. Like when it's time for your turn to come around, nothing in this world is going to restrict that. Nada, nothing, nada, nada. You hear me? Accelerated motion forward. Keep your eyes on the stars. You got the star ancestor not too long ago here. Was it at the bottom of the deck? Sure was. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Once you started to look a little bit deeper, that's what wisdom, that's where you gain the wisdom from these challenges and obstacles. That's exactly where you gain this wisdom from. You're not going to gain it in this realm, on this planet, having an easy life. Fuck no. If it was, everybody will be sitting here chilling in their utopia. But that's not how this is designed. At least it's supposed to be that way. But because of the ignorance, we have come this far, and this is why we gotta redo this whole shit. You know what I mean? Let's see what else we got here. Popping on out. Look at this. Power. Come on now. That's the sun again. The sun again. This is clear as day, y'all. This is clear as day. You got to strip yourself down and rebuild. Like you said, yes, relearning. Everything in nature is always changing, always changing. We must follow suit because we are that energy as well. And that's what it means to connect to the soul. What's the 411, hun? Yo, look what's at the bottom of the deck. Whew, the universe, hmm, which is the world card. Letting go of fear and moving towards liberation. Rewards that are coming through completion. Rewards that are coming through completion. Let's get some tarot cards here. Now, these were tarot cards, but they're psychic. These are the psychic oracle deck, psychic tarot oracle deck. But let's see what the tarot cards have to say here. Let's get the energy about it. Let's see. What is the energy here for the collective source at this current time? Collective shifting, moving, igniting their passions, igniting their souls, connected to you, source. Ashe. What's the message? What's the message? Come through. Awareness. Okay. So, yes, continue to connect to what it is that you're aware of. And what it is that you're aware of is becoming you, becoming your reality. 4141. Whatever you're aware of, you have the power to change because you're now aware of it. Your awareness is leading to abundance. Source is saying you're you're going through that process of purification. That might have been cold, but things are moving along here. You're gaining the strength. You're realizing that you can travel with any type of load on any type of terrain and get to your destination because you have chosen to look at the past and look at the challenges and obstacles to get you to this space to really see the power that you have and the wisdom that you gain from doing so, because it takes a lot for someone to even go back to the past and even reanalyze and go down memory lane and feel those emotions again. Let it filter through. You stuck on it. Let it filter through. Okay. What else do we have here? What else? The magic of life. Ashe. Ashe. When it comes to these seeds that you're planting, you're about to see a growing season. And you can determine whenever that season is based on where your mindset is and what you are aware of. Okay. You pull Goddess Oya today. Whew. And what I love so much about Oya's energy is that is an energy where awareness, the mind, connecting to the heart, the air is what changes it. You don't need too many things external to you. Hence, she's the one that they go get when it's time to get down and dirty and cleanse things out. But she's also the one that comes through when enough is enough. Because it's time to take action. Which is also bringing me back to that Mercury and Aquarius energy retrograde. Yeah, you're going to look at the past, but that shit going to change immediately. But it's up to you to stay there. And that is not going to be a good feeling. You know what I mean? But definitely, one of her energies is basically looking at the mother, the maiden, and the crone. When you look at her, Yemaya no Shun. In most stories, you hear that you're not to put them together. But I'll tell you one thing: once you start to have and break through these psychological blocks, you can operate with those three. That's basically looking at it as the crown, the heart chakra, and the solar plexus. 44, 44 on the timer. Mm. Mm. His energy is amazing. Y'all out here doing this work though, for real. You all are. Because I got to make sure my energy's right to even pull these messages through. You feel me? Let's see what we got going on. Oh, wow. Let's see. What's this that's coming out here? We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is basically a long journey that allowed you to build endurance and really get, fine tune your skills here. Okay. Especially when it comes to what you have an interest in, what you're committed to. Well, more so what you're committed to by filtering through the interest. You feel me? So that's another thing you want to look at when it comes to things that are outside of you. Is it an interest or is it a commitment? And even towards the things that are within you, first and foremost, is it an interest or are you committed to this? Because the things that are an interest, there's not going to be that much of you know, a steady progress in that because you're going to constantly be in and out. But this is also talking about work well done here, connecting to one's inner strength and developing oneself. And we also had the Five of Swords. Now, Five of Swords is Venus in Aquarius. So when it comes to your social urges, social relationships, and what you now know about yourself, when it comes to your intuition, the individual as you are, okay, you're really analyzing the way you're going to connect your personal consciousness to the collective. And this may have been a very long process, but that's all it is a process. That's why it's more important to be process oriented and result oriented, because this energy can really gnaw. This can really, the headaches, the depression, the anxiety, that's when that starts to kick in. And then we have the Magician twice. Wow. Taking a leap of faith when it comes to all that is, all that you are, being focused on your will, your creation, on all that is possible, your abilities, your self confidence. New beginnings are here, y'all. New beginnings are here. But you must take that leap of faith. And then we got that Aquarius energy. So that leap of faith is really, you know, disconnecting from what is an interest and connecting more to what it is that you are committed to. Because that's the whole point of a strategy, is to really, fine tune what are the different skills or what are the different components that's going to allow you to get to your destination, but still remaining in the process. And if you have to shift anything, you can shift it. We have here the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Magician. You can see this also as Mercury and Aquarius pulling you